Alex.
Thanks, Tanya. And to the broader group, I find the information on this call super, super helpful every time I join. So really appreciate with all the information. So I recently got my California real estate license, and I'm trying to join brokerages. And this is somewhat of a newbie question. So I'm speaking to brokerages right now, contacting them, trying to understand their culture, their mentorship program, and all the other details in terms of determining what the best way to, or which brokerage to join. And kind of wanted to ask you, Tanya, in terms of when I do make these decisions, like what are some of the things that you think I should probably pay attention to? And when I tried to get more information on ExPCommercial, knowing that the business brokerage arm is relatively new within EXP, I tried going into one of the calendar sections where they, for ExPCommercial, but it said the last date was in December 23rd or December 7th, and they haven't had any of these sessions since then. So I don't really have any way to, I guess, learn more about EXP business brokerage. So kind of wanted to ask those questions and how I should approach that.
Karen, you have anything to say about that?
Just join.
No, I can tell you, Alex. So EXP doesn't have a lot. I can't say it doesn't have any. They don't have a lot of formal training for business brokerage, or they do have a business broker committee now that will meet once a month. They do, I am one of the few mentors, business broker mentors with EXP. And so I have pretty decent sized mentoring group. I'm pretty hands-on. I mean, you can tell just from these crowd calls. I do these not for EXP. This is for me, for anybody. People don't have to be part of EXP to join these crowd calls. There's other people on the calls. So I do these because I want to uplift and empower the broker community and the business owner community, because when you think about it, we have an entire baby boomer generation. Many of these guys have spent 30, 40 years building out a business, and they only have one shot at selling it. I mean, once they sell it, it's gone. So if there's somebody completely incompetent that goes in and says, oh, how much do you want for your business? And, that's all they know about it in terms of valuation or anything else. And they don't know anything about marketing. They don't know where to find buyers. They don't know how to handle or due diligence or how to help out with that. I mean, there's a lot of really bad things that can happen. So we want to protect business owners. We want to protect business brokers. We want to provide education. So to your first question, as far as what should you look for, you need to figure out what are you looking for? What do you want? Are you somebody who is interested in learning as much as you can and becoming as competent as you can and being able to work with in collaboration with others? Are you somebody who just wants to go out, sell things very quickly, make a quick buck, and, move on with life? I don't know. Do you want to be limited in your territories? I mean, one of the great things with EXP is it's a global company. So, like, I can sell businesses all over the country. Karen, Terrence, they all can sell businesses. We all sell businesses all over the country. So, and with buyers, coming in from other countries potentially as well. With the franchises, you're going to find that in some cases, some of the franchises will limit the territory that you can operate in. And so if you have opportunity, you're here in California, you have opportunity for a listing in Wisconsin, they may tell you, no, you have to refer it to the franchisee in Wisconsin, where within EXP, you can call up somebody, an agent in Wisconsin, and say, hey, work the deal with me. Let's partner on it. Your boots on the ground, and it's my contact, and let's work together and collaborate. So I think EXP is very collaborative. It doesn't have a lot of back end tools. My mentor group, I try to provide paperwork, forms, templates, back end tools. I've got a training library now that's got, I don't know, 80 or something hours or 85 hours of training that's on a website exclusive for my mentee group, and they can go out and they can search for whatever they're looking for and come up with videos that will help them, and then they have access to me. So if they're in the middle of a deal and something comes up, they can shoot me an email or call me or whatever, because I'm their mentor. So I would just say your franchise, definitely do not buy a franchise. If you're going to go with a franchise, go work for one, but don't buy one. And then secondly, because you're in California, even if they have you sign a non-compete, it won't hold up. So you don't have to worry about that. So you can go pretty much anywhere where you think you are going to be able to learn and have access to information. And you just really need to, I would say, talk to a few different people, different companies, and then trust your gut and see what resonates. Because you want to work with people who want to empower you and help you be successful.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And a quick follow-up question to that. So I am the former in terms of I do want to learn, and I've worked like 10 years in the corporate end, but kind of recently started making this transition into doing business brokering, and saved somewhat of money so that realizing that I won't be closing deals at least for 6 months. So like with that being said, noticed as I was going through ExPCommercial and like the listings in California, I didn't see a whole lot of listings. So in terms of when like getting listings and finding buyers, would you say the general process is pretty much similar in terms with other brokerages, where I find the listings and I convince the owner or seller to list their business with us, whichever brokerage that might be, and then in terms of buyer pipeline, myself creating that separate pipeline to find buyers? Is it pretty much similar across different business brokerages?
I would say yes and no.
Okay.
So, and the reason I say that is because yes, you definitely want to do networking and you want to go to your own circle of influence and let them know that you're selling businesses and, join Chamber of Commerce or whatever, talk to business owners, go where business owners are, right?
Right.
But one thing that we have at EXP that nobody else has is we got 80,000 residential real estate agents that are not allowed to sell businesses that are out there on the street. And so I think in California they have over 10,000 agents. EXP Realty, I think, has over 10,000 agents just in California alone. So in addition to your normal circle of influence, you can leverage the residential agents for referrals because they're pounding the pavement. They have circle of influence also. And so I would say you reach out, you find all the residential agents that are within a certain geographical region that you want to operate in and connect with them, go have coffee with them, invite them to network with you or whatever. And because again, there's business brokers is kind of an untapped opportunity when you think about it. I mean, there's probably, I don't know, when you think about all the millions of businesses that there are, only maybe 3% of them, if that, actually get transacted by business brokers. So there is huge potential out there, not only for, you as a business broker, but also the residential agents. They can create a whole separate stream of income based on referral fees just from the contacts that they know and the people they talk to all the time. And so it's a win-win. And I think that that's what you want to stress is that, if you are coming across a business owner that's going to be relocating or whatever, you're not going to go find them a house.
Mhm.
You're going to sell their business. You're going to refer them to an agent in whatever to sell their house for them. So EXP gives us the ability to collaborate in a way, and all, you know, across the country and everything else, in a way that none of the other franchises and companies can touch.
Awesome. That's very powerful.
That makes
Thanks
sense?
so much. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Really appreciate
Okay,
it.
so I look forward to seeing you in my mentor group.
Likewise. Thanks so much.
All right, Karen, your hand's up.
Because Alex, that's exactly what I'm going to say. That's where you need to be. At least try it out, man. Because as you can see, Tanya is, and Tanya, I'm not just saying this because you're on the call. I would say this even if you were not here. Okay. But she definitely gives you all the information that you need. Every single thing. I've been in the industry for a zillion years, took a 3-year break, and I'm back, and so much has changed. And it's like I'm starting all over. But Tanya has been there to guide me, and it's very nice. The video library, she has steps for every single phase that you go through in regards to business brokerage. Then on top of having all of the training videos, so you know how to interact with the clients and with other professionals, she also gives you the forms, so then that way you look professional when you're doing it. She explains everything. Then with the material, many of the things are already done. All you have to do is fill in your own information. She totally makes it so she saved you so much time. So you can really go work, not sit and figure out how to do something next. She values your time. What do you always say, Tanya? That the time is our most valuable asset. You can tell that she actually believes that because of the tools that she enables us to have. Man, you got to do it.
That's awesome. Just do it.
Thank you,
Really
Karen.
appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, so there is a question about here. Let's see. Do you have to be EXP to be part of my group? As far as mentoring goes, yes. Because I'm a business broker mentor through EXP, so I do. Yeah, everybody in my mentoring group is part of EXP, and that I haven't figured out how to. I'm working on another way of doing that so that that doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but I don't have that really set up right now. So for now, yeah.
And Tanya, just one last thing. Alex, I signed up in September. I received my first listing in November. We're closing escrow this week. And many times they'll tell you the average for selling a business is 8 to 10 months. With the networking that can happen, the referrals are real. That's all I got to say. And I'll shut up.
Thanks so
Yeah,
much.
that is definitely one advantage. And you know, because like I said, there's nobody that has all those. The referral base from the residential side is a great asset. So in terms of business brokers, like I said, ExPCommercial doesn't have a lot of tools and tech for business brokerage, but what they do have is a way to fill your pipeline through working in collaboration with the residential side, and nobody else can really do that. So